All right, folks, welcome to our fourth game today, featuring Forest Hills Blue Jays, sorry about that, and Diamond Elite. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. This is the 10U Open pool play for Gap NIT tournament put on by Tampa Bay USSSA. Tournament Director Tim Labus, and of course our sponsor, visit stpclearwater.com. And your broadcast brought to you by Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. Thanks for joining us on YouTube and Facebook. Really appreciate that. Please, if you're on Facebook, please follow us, like and share. And if you're on YouTube, please follow, like, and subscribe. That helps our channels grow, which helps enhance the experience for our fans, which is you and all the folks that watch these games afterwards. Of course, these games will be up on YouTube and Facebook following the broadcast, the live broadcast, but I really appreciate you joining. And we will be going mute in between innings. So Diamond Elite will be the visitors again, and Forest Hills Blue Jays will be the home team. As you'll see, the indicators now over Diamond Elite indicating they are up to bat. And so because pool play, we don't know who the home team is ahead of time, we're able to, because they do the coin flip at the plate, the indicator will tell you who's at bat at that particular time. And of course, I'll let you know what part of the inning we are in. So with Diamond Elite leading things off here in this one, let's just go through their lineup real quick. Their batting order. It's going to be Maximo, followed by Landon, and then Andres, D'Angelo, Titan, Cody, Cooper, Santee, Cole, Kenny, and Griff. On the mound for Diamond Elite is going to be Landon, and behind the plate it's going to be Cooper. For the Forest Hills Blue Jays, what?
YouTube? Yeah, you just go to YouTube.
Sorry about that, folks. Umpire had a couple questions. Let's run through the lineup for the Blue Jays. It's going to be Colton, Brody, Lorenzo, Lucas, Jace, Brock, Sean, Wells, Max, and Alex. On the mound for the Blue Jays is Max, and behind the plate is Brock. Again, thanks for joining us here. Nice throw down on the knees by Brock. We do this for you, the fans. No matter whether you're a parent, player, coach, or a family member, we enable you to watch when you can't physically be here, and even ongoing after this for pretty much forever. There's the first pitch, pop foul, and right here at the plate, Brock just couldn't hang on to it. So Maximo has new life, and we're underway here in the top of the first inning. Hey, Brock, let's go. Of Diamond Elite and Forest Hills Blue Jays. Following this game will be these same Blue Jays taking on the Bulls Baseball Academy we just saw play just before this one. There's a ball outside, and it's a 1-1 count. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Maximo. And the pitch. There's a line shot out in center field. Center fielder's on it, makes the catch. And that is 1 away. It brings Landon to the plate with Andres on deck.
I know I'm fine, but the money makes me handsome. Walk around smelling like a come up in the answer for her problems, but I'm not in my mind.
And Landon takes the ball outside, and it's a 1-0 count. And here's the 1-0 to Landon. Foul ball, and it's 1-1. And Max so it hit him, but he did swing, and so the umpire called it a strike. So it's 1 ball, 2 strikes now on Landon. And now it's 2-2. And here's the 2-2 pitch. Swing and a miss. Drop third strike. Throw down to first. They get him. And that is 2 outs.
Number 23, Andres.
So Andreas steps in with 2 outs. D'Angelo comes out on deck. Ground ball foul, and it's an 0-1 count. And here's the 0-1. Ball low, and it's 1-1. It's a ground ball to first, fielded by the first baseman, and that is 3 outs. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left, and at the end of a half inning, it's Diamond Elite 0, Forest Hills Blue Jays coming to bat. Up to bat for Forest Hills is going to be Colton, Brody, and Lorenzo. This is Doc of the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back, folks. Just so you know, you're not the ones losing sound or anything. I'm muting it in between innings because some of the songs that are played in between innings can cause the video after the live broadcast. There's a ball high to Colton and 1 underway here in the bottom of the first. After the live broadcast, to be delayed on viewing afterwards because of the music that YouTube picks up and that certain artists that don't like their music to be played in other videos. There's a swing and a miss. Strike 1, and it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike to Colton. Brody's on deck. Lorenzo will be the third batter this inning. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. It's a 1-2 count. And the pitch. There's a fly ball to second base. Oh, wow. Just over Maximo's glove, and it's a single for Colton. That brings in Brody with Lorenzo on deck. Throw over to first. Colton's back. And the pitch. Just off the glove of Cooper. But Colton makes it into second base. So it's a 1-0 count to Brody. And here's the 1-0 pitch from Landon. Foul tip. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's ball high, so now it's 2-2. And Landon gets a sign, comes set, and delivers the 2-2. Fly ball on the infield. Maximo's under it, makes the catch. And that is 1 out. That brings in Lorenzo with Lucas on deck. Colton's on third. Forest Hills is threatening here in the bottom of the first inning. Throw over to third. Colton's back in time. Foul ball. And I believe we have an 0-1 count on Lorenzo. And the pitch. It gets away, and that allows Colton to come in. And Forest Hills has the first run of the game and lead it 1-0. So it's a 1-1 count to Lorenzo. We'll call that a pass ball. And the 1-1. Ground ball, shortstop, fielded cleanly over to first. And that is 2 outs. So 2 down. That brings in Lucas. Jace comes out on deck. So after a leadoff single, Landon has shut down the Forest Hills batters. Swing and a miss. And that's strike 1 on Lucas. And here's the 0-1. Ball low. So 1-1 count. It's a ball in the dirt. And makes it 2-1. So 2 balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. And makes it 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. To Lucas. Landon looks in. Gets a sign, winds up, and delivers. Foul ball. And makes it 3-2. And a pitch. Ball inside, and that is ball 4. So that walks Lucas, brings in Jace. Brock comes out on deck. Again, Landon on the mound, Cooper behind the plate for Diamond Elite. And throw over. That gets away from first baseman, goes into right field. That allows Lucas to go to second. And now it's a 1-0 count to Jace. Lucas at second base. A throwing error by Landon. Foul ball. And it's 1-1. So, folks, I'll fix the camera here in just a minute between innings. And here's the 1-1. That gets away from Cooper. Nice try to stop that. That on that pitch, Lucas was going to third base. And it makes it a 2-1 count to Jace with Lucas at third. With Forest Hills trying to extend their lead here in the bottom of the first inning. And the pitch. Ball outside. And it's 3-1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. 2 outs. Lucas at third. And the pitch. Ground ball foul. And now it's a full count again. So Landon looks in, gets a sign, and delivers the payoff pitch. Ground ball to third, fielded cleanly, over the first, and that is 3 outs. So 1 run on 1 hit. No errors, 1 left on at the end of 1 inning. It's Forest Hills Blue Jays 1, Diamond Elite 0. Coming up for Diamond Elite is going to be D'Angelo, Titan, and Cody. This is Doc of the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Max is still on the mound. Brock's still behind the plate. D'Angelo steps in. And here we go. Called strike. And it's 0-1. So no balls, one strike to D'Angelo. Ball plate and the pitch. Ground ball foul, and it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And that's ball 2. So 2-2 now. And here's the 2-2. Foul ball. And we'll do 2-2 again. And that makes it a full count. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Ground ball foul, and we'll do 3-2 again. There's a line shot to shortstop. What a catch by the shortstop. And that is 1 away.
Coming up to bat, number 13, Titan.
Slow down. You know you can't catch me. I move too fast. On the gas, don't chase me. Slow down.
Titan steps in, takes ball 1, and it's a 1-0 count. And that's ball 2. So 2-0. Ball in the dirt. And now it's 3-0. So 3 balls, no strikes. And that's strike 1. So now it's 3-1. 1 out. Top of the second inning. Cody's on deck. Titan at the plate with a 3-1 count. And the pitch. That's ball in the dirt. And that's ball 4. So 1 out walk here in the second.
Number 5, Cody.
It brings in Cody. Cooper's on deck. Thrower to first. Titans back in time. Shows bunt, throw down, and Titans in there. It's a called strike on Cody. Titans still second base. It's a foul ball. Nice catch by the coach down there. And it's 0-2 now on Cody. So no balls, 2 strikes. And that is strike 3, 2 outs. That brings in Cooper.
44.
Santee comes out on deck. And nope, Max goes to second base. Titans in there safely. And the pitch. Fly ball down the right field line. That's foul. And that's going to make it 0-1 on Cooper. 2 outs. Titan at second. Forest Hills leads at 1-0. Throw back to second base. Titans back there again. Max making sure Titans not going anywhere. And the pitch. Line shot to second base. Nice snag by the second baseman. And that's 3 outs. So no runs, no hits, no errors, 1 left. And at the end of 1.5, it is Forest Hills 1, Diamond Elite 0. Coming up for Forest Hills is going to be Brock, Sean, and Wells. This is Doc on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Just a reminder, the reason why we go silent is so that way we limit the impacts of artists not wanting their songs in other videos, thus delaying our post of the games after the live broadcast. All right, so Brock steps in with Sean on deck, and his first pitch. Pitching change for Diamond Elite, and that's Cody on the mound now. Cooper still behind the plate. And it's a 1-0 count to Brock. And the pitch. Foul ball, out of play. And it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Ooh, that hit him. And it's a leadoff walk issued by Cody. That brings in Sean with Wells on deck. So Jace, since he was the last batted out last inning, he will come in and pinch run. For Brock. So Jace is pinch running for Brock. Cody goes over to first. Brock is back. I'm sorry, Cody. Not Cody. Cody's pitching. Jace is back. Again, pinch running. There goes Jace. There's a fly ball into right center. That's caught by Maximo. Goes out there from second base, makes the catch. And that's one down. That keeps Brock at, or Jace at first. Jace was going on that pitch. That brings in Wells, and he'll be followed by Max. So Cody throws over to Landon at first. And Jace is back in time. There's the pitch. There goes Jace. Throw out, or pitch out, and he's in there.
Hey, way to shoot, Coop. Way to shoot, Cooper.
So it's a 1-0 count. And the pitch. Line shot down to third base. So, infield single for Wells. That was kind of a confusing play, but nonetheless, it's a single. Puts runners on first and second. Max steps in. Alex is on deck. Looks like we're going to have a catching change because Alex has on the catcher's gear. There's a ball in the dirt. And it's a 1-0 count to Max. Both runners move on that pitch, and both are safe. So runners out second and third. Forest Hill's threatening here in the bottom of the second inning with one out. 1 ball, no strikes to Max. And the pitch. Called strike, and now it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the pitch. Ground ball to third, fielded cleanly. Over to first. Nice dig by Landon to get the out. Scores another run. Moves Wells to third. And that brings in Alex. With back to the top of the order, Colton on deck. So nice hustle by Cooper prevents Wells from coming home. And here's the pitch. Ground ball to right back to Cody off of his glove. That scores another run. And Forest Hills now leads it 3-0. So we will charge an error on Cody for that one. That brings in Colton with Brody on deck. And there goes Alex. Throw down. And he's safe. So I believe it's a 1-0 count now to Colton. The ball in the dirt gets away from Cooper. That allows, I believe it's 2-0 now. That allows Alex to move to third. And the pitch. Called strike. And now it's 2-1. So 2 outs, 2 runs across so far. Alex is at third, and it's a 2-1 count. And it's ball 3. That gets away, and here comes Alex. Here's the throw. And they call him safe at home. So it's a 3-1 count. It scores another run, and makes it 4-0. Here's the 3-1. And that's ball 4. So 2-out walk issued by Cody. Coach Garcia going out, and we'll make a pitching change. And coming into pitch is going to be Andres. Brody will be up to the plate when warm-ups finish with Andres. 3 runs across this inning, again extending that lead for the Blue Jays. On deck will be Lorenzo. Also, coming up, just to look ahead, coming up in the top of the third is going to be Santee, followed by Cole, and then Kenny. So far in this one, there's only been 2 strikeouts, and both of them has been issued by Blue Jays pitching. Nothing yet for Diamond Elite. All right, looks like we're ready to go. Warm-up's finished. Brody steps in. Again, Lorenzo on deck. Fielding change real quick. Left fielder. It's like Cole hustling out to left field there. All right, and here's the first pitch to Brody goes to first, checks the runner, he's back in time. There goes the runner. Foul ball. And it's 0-1. So Colton at first. Brody with an 0-1 count. Lorenzo on deck. Andres trying to keep Colton close down there at first base. It's a ground ball back up the middle to short. Throw over to second. And they do get him at first. So 3 runs on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left on. At the end of 2, it's Forest Hills Blue Jays 4, Diamond Elite 0. Again, coming up is going to be Santee, Cole, and Kenny in the top of the 3rd. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We will be right back. All right, so getting underway here in the top of the 3rd. Started off with a ball. That's no 1 count. We'll zoom in their action on our new banner for you folks. And check that out. And you'll see that tomorrow as well in the 12U bracket play. And it's a called strike, and it's a 1-1 count. Now that's 2 and 1 rather. Sorry about that. On Santee. And that's 3 and 1. So 3 balls, 1 strike. And it's ball in the dirt.
Coming up to bat, number 18, Cole Travis.
And Santee's on with a leadoff walk here in the top of the 3rd inning. Diamond Elite trails by 4. Cole steps in. Kenny's on deck. There goes Santee, and he will safely go in to second base. Ball 1 on Cole. So that is Alex definitely behind the plate, as I called out previously. And Max is still on the mound. Foul ball. So 1 ball, 1 strike. And the 1-1. Called strike 2. And it's 1 ball, 2 strikes. Santee's at second base. Nobody out. Top of the 3rd. And the 1-2 pitch. Line shot to short. Nice catch by the shortstop. And Santi dives back in to be safe at second base. So one down. That brings in Kenny. And Griff is on deck. And the pitch. Ball inside, and it's a 1-0 count. Max checks the runner, Santi, and he's back safely. And tomorrow we'll be bringing you 12U Open bracket play at Ross Norton Field 1. So I hope you join us for that broadcast. There's a ground ball to second base. Off the second baseman's glove. And that goes into right field, allowing Santi to come all the way around to score. And Diamond Elite's on the board, cutting the lead by 3, 4-1.
Number 17.
So we're going to charge an error to the second baseman on that one. That brings in Griff with Maximo coming out on deck. Coach goes out to talk to his team to kind of settle them down. On that mishandle. So no change on the mound. Everybody remains the same. All right, Griff steps in. And again, Maximo on deck. Kenny at first. Throw over. And he's safe. Throw over again. Kenny's pretty close to the bag. My guess is he's not going. He is not. Nice stop by Alex. And it's a 1-0 count on Griff. Pitch. Call strike. And it's 1-1. There goes Kenny, and he is safe. As that is ball 2 on Griff. So stolen base by Kenny puts him in scoring position. There's one out. 2-1 count to Griff. On deck is Maximo. And the pitch. Ground ball down the first base line, foul. And now it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. Ball high. And now the count's full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. Swing and a miss, strike 3. And that's 2 down.
Coming up to bat, number 27.
So that's 3 strikeouts issued by the Blue Jays. That brings in Maximo. And Max checks Kenny at second. Kenny's back in time. Ball in the dirt. And it's 1-0. There's the 1-0 to Maximo. Ground ball right side. Second base fields it over to first, and that is 3 outs. So Diamond Elite does pick up 1 on no hits, 1 error, and actually 1 left. So at the end of 2.5, it's Diamond Elite 1, Forest Hills 4. Coming up for Forest Hills Blue Jays is going to be Lorenzo, Lucas, and Jace. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, so we're back, folks. There is a catching change. Cody is now catching. Andres is still on the mound, though, for Diamond Elite. All right, stepping in is going to be Lorenzo here to start things off in the bottom of the 3rd inning. Again on deck is Lucas. And the pitch from Andres. It's a deep drive into right center field. That is out of here. Home run by Lorenzo. That was a deep shot into left center there. That ball got out of here in a hurry. And that makes it a 5-1 ball game. That brings in Lucas. On deck is Jace. And the pitch. Ball high. And it's 1-0. And now the count's 2-0. And the pitch. 3-0 count. And here's the 3-0. Called strike. And now it's 3-1. So 1 pitch and a home run. And it's a 3-1 count. There's a foul ball. And now it's 3-2. And a 3-2. And that's ball 4. And Lucas is on with a walk. That brings in Jace. On deck is Brock. So folks, I'll fix the camera shot here momentarily. It's a ground ball to short, fielded by a third, over to second. They get him at second. And that is one down. So fielder's choice for Jace. He's on first. That brings in Brock. Sean's on deck. And while they're conferring on the out, let's see if we can fix the shot real quick for you. Oh, they call him safe. So sorry about that. I thought they called him out. So we initially called him out. And so let's take that out off the board. There's a throw down at third. So runners now at second and third on the stolen base.
Oh, you can't see that? Oh, man. Good try, good try.
Now there's a ground ball back to short, over to first. And that is one out. That does score another run for Forest Hills, makes it 6-1. That moves Jace over to third. So it brings in 2 runs. Andres gets a sign, comes set and delivers to Sean. Ball in the dirt. That gets away. Cody can't find it, and by the time he does, Andres grabs it, and that scores another run and makes it 7-1. So we'll chalk that up as a wild pitch. So 3 runs across this inning so far. So 2 balls, no strikes. Foul ball. And now it's 2-1. And now it's 2-2. It's a line shot foul, and we'll do 2-2 again. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. One out. Base is clear. And the pitch. So line shot just over the shortstop's head. That gets into left center for a base hit. And Sean is on with a 1-out single. That brings in Wells, and on deck is Max. Ball in the dirt. And that allows Sean to go to second base. It's a 1-0 count to Wells. Still one out. Called strike, and now it's 1-1. So 1 ball, 1 strike. Ground ball to short. Unable to field it cleanly as it came up, it bounced off of the hand of the shortstop. And we'll charge an error to the shortstop on that one. And the inning continues. There we go. Couldn't get that out. So now runners at first and second with 1 out. Max steps in. Alex comes out on deck. And the pitch. Ground ball to... Got just past Andres' glove. I think he touched it enough to slow it down. And that loads the bases. We'll give an infield single to Max. And that brings Alex up to the plate with bases loaded with 1 out. Colton comes out on deck. Got a pinch runner, which is going to be Brock running for Colton. Or, sorry, not Colton. Brock running for Max. So Brock on first, Wells on second, Sean on third. Alex is at the plate and Colton's on deck. And there's a ball low. And it's 1-0. So 1 ball, no strikes. And here's the 1-0. Called strike. And it's 1-1. And the pitch. Ground ball to third. Fielded cleanly. Comes home. Touches the plate. And gets the lead runner. So it's a fielder's choice for Alex. He's on. They get Sean at home. Wells moves to third. Brock moves to second. Bases are loaded now for Colton. Brody comes out on deck. 2 down. And the pitch. Ground ball to third. Touches third, and that is the inning. All right, so we got 3 runs here on 3 hits. Led off by that 1-pitch blast by Lorenzo to start off the inning. And there was 1 error committed and 3 left on base. So at the end of 3, it is 7-1 in favor of the Blue Jays. Coming up for Diamond Elite is going to be Landon, followed by Andres, and then D'Angelo to lead things off in the 4th. This is Doc of the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back.
I know I'm fine.
All right, folks, we're back.
The money makes me handsomer.
Thanks for joining us on the broadcast. Appreciate that. We lead off the top of the fourth with Landon. He'll be followed by Andres, who's on deck. Third batter will be D'Angelo. Diamond Elite trails by 6. There's the pitch. Foul ball. And it's an 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike on Landon, getting things underway here in the top of the 4th inning. Again, appreciate you joining us here. If you're on Facebook, please follow, like, and share. If you're on YouTube, please share, like, and subscribe. Greatly appreciate that. There's a line shot in left field. That's going to get down for a hit. That's going all the way to the fence. And Landon is on with a leadoff double to start things off here in the top of the 4th inning.
Coming up to bat, number 23, Andres Rodriguez.
That brings in Andreas. And the pitch. Nope. Max checks Landon at second. And the 0-1. Or the first pitch, sorry. There's a fly ball. Third baseman's under it. Makes the catch. And 1 pitch, 1 out.
Number 10, D'Angelo Cinta.
That brings in D'Angelo. Overall, the bats have been relatively quiet for Diamond Elite this game. Titans on deck. Called strike. That's an 0-1 count to D'Angelo. And the pitch. Ball in the dirt, and it's 1-1. So 1 out. Landon's on second with a leadoff double. Max checks him back again. It's a 1-1 count to D'Angelo. On deck is Titan. Fly ball down the right field line. That ball is just out of the reach of the right fielder. And now it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And here's the first pitch. Foul ball right back at us. And I'm going to have to fix that because otherwise you can't see no more of the game. That one hasn't happened yet. It's a pass ball, and that allows Landon to go to third. All right. So that makes it a 2-2 count. And you guys got a good shot of the fence there, so in case you ever wondered what it looked like back there. Just kidding. And it's a full count now to D'Angelo. He's worked it back. Landon at third. And the pitch. It's a deep fly ball to center field. Center fielder's on it. Makes the catch. Landon tags, and he will score to make it a 7-2 ball game. So we'll give a sacrifice fly to D'Angelo makes it 2 outs. That brings in Titan. On deck is going to be Cody. Called strike. And actually, unbelievably, Landon has the first hit of the game for Diamond Elite. Ball outside, and it's 1-1. So 2 down, base is clear, and the pitch. Foul ball. Ooh. That hit the picnic table with a bunch of people on it, so that was close. Now it's 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. And pitch. Ball 2. 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. And the 2-2. And now the count's full. So for the second batter in a row, Max has faced a 3-2 count. And the payoff pitch. Ball 4. And Titans on with a 2-out walk. That brings in Cody. On deck will be Cooper. So coach is going out to talk to his pitcher. Let's see if there's a change. Doesn't look like there's any change just yet. Nope, they're sticking with Max. So Titans back in safely after Max checked him at first base. All right, so here we go. 2 outs, Titan at first. And the pitch. There goes Titan. Ground ball back to the pitcher, and Cody trips as he comes out of the batter's box, and that is 3 outs. So 1 run on 1 hit, no errors, and 1 left. And at the end of 3.5, it is the Blue Jays 7, Diamond Elite 2. Coming up for the Blue Jays, it's going to be Brody, followed by Lorenzo and Lucas. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, we're back at it, folks. Here we go at the bottom of the fourth. And the first pitch to Brody from Griff. It's ball low. So there was a, looks like, it's like Cooper's back there catching again. And it's 2 balls, and Griff is now on the mound for Diamond Elite. So it was a couple quick changes there. And it's ball 3. Called strike. And now it's a 3-1 count. Ground ball right back to the pitcher. And everybody's safe. So we're charging error to the pitcher. That brings in Lorenzo. Lorenzo had the blast last inning, leading off the inning into left center field. Throw over, Brody's back. Griff checks the runner again, gets a sign, delivers. There goes Brody, and he's safe. And it's a called strike on Lorenzo. So Brody's at second. Good things going here in the bottom of the fourth. An 0-1 count to Lorenzo. Ground ball to short. Fielded by Andres over to first. And that is 1 away. That does move Brody over to third, though. That brings in Lucas. Foul ball, and it's a 0-1 count to Lucas. Swing and a miss. And it's an 0-2 count. So no balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ground ball to first. Fielded cleanly. And that is 2 outs.
Good job getting the run in.
So that makes it 8-2. That brings in Jace with Brock on deck. Ground ball to short. Andres has it over to Landon, and that is 3 outs. So 1 run, no hits, 1 error, and nobody left. At the end of 4, it is 8-2 lead by the Blue Jays. Coming up for Diamond Elite is going to be Cooper, Santee, and Cole in the top of the 5th. This is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be right back. All right, folks, we're back. Pitching change for the Blue Jays. That's going to be Wells up on the mound now with still Alex behind the plate. Ball 1 to Cooper. Cooper leads things off here in the top of the 5th. And that's a 2-0 count. Santy's on deck. And the third batter this inning for Diamond Elite is going to be Cole. And there's Coop. Called strike. And it's 2-1. Foul ball. Wow. Right behind us here on the picnic table. And it's 2-2. And now the count's full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes to Cooper. Again, Santy on deck. So line side in the center field. That's going to get down for a hit. And Cooper's on with a leadoff single here in the top of the 5th inning. That brings in Santy. Cole comes out on deck. And that is the second hit registered for Diamond Elite today. Wells goes to first, and Cooper's back. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
It's gotta go like this. He didn't do that. He's going straight. No, don't start crying.
Don't start crying. Really? No, you're making up the rules like you freaking go along.
I played baseball all over. I promise you that.
Don't start crying.
And the pitch. It's a ground ball back up the middle to the pitcher. He can't hang on to it, and Santee is safe at first. And everybody's safe, so it will charge an error to the pitcher. And Santee's on.
Coming up to bat, number 18.
That brings in Cole with Kenny on deck. Called strike. And it's an 0-1 count. No balls, 1 strike. And now it's 1-1. And now it's 2-1 to Cole. Cooper at second, Santee at first. Griff on deck. Of course, Kenny at the plate. And the pitch. Swing and a miss. And now it's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. It's a ground ball back at the middle. That's going to get through for a hit. And that will load the bases for Diamond Elite.
Coming up to bat, number 9.
That brings in Kenny. I'm sorry, that was not Kenny at the plate. That was Cole at the plate. My bad, folks. Kenny is now at the plate with Griff on deck. Wow, I blew that one. Anyway, bases loaded. Cooper at third, Santee at second, Cole at first. Called strike. And Griff on deck.
Holy cow. Come on, be fair.
Swing and a miss. Strike 2. And here comes the 0-2. Foul ball. And it will remain 0-2 for Kenny. And the pitch. Ball outside, and it's now 1-2. So 1 ball, 2 strikes. Bases loaded. Cole at first, Santee at second, Cooper at third, and the pitch. There's a line shot to shortstop. Shortstop gets it, goes over to second, throws over to first, and they get him. And that's a double play. Nice play out there. 6-4-3 double play.
Coming up to bat, number 17.
That does score a run, though. So 2 down. That brings in Griff. And that leaves also Santee on third base. And the pitch. Ground ball to first. Foul. All right, so balk. on the pitcher. And that cuts the lead 8-4. Foul ball.
Come on, G. Get on base.
Ground ball to first, and that's the inning. So 2 runs on 2 hits, 1 error, and nobody left at the end of 4.5. It's Diamond Elite 4, Blue Jays 8. So I just heard the umpire say there's 7 minutes left to go in this one. So unless Diamond Elite gets them really quick, this is going to end here in 7 minutes because it is the bottom of the 5th. So coming up in the bottom of the 5th is going to be Brock, Sean, and Wells. This is Doc, the Tampa USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back. Sorry, folks, we're back. Called strike on Brock, so it's Brock, Sean, and Wells. Called strike 2. That's an 0-2 count to Brock. Again, following this one will be the final matchup today between Continue Pull Play. And it's 1-2 count. Final matchup today in Continue Pull Play between the Bulls Baseball Academy and the Blue Jays. And that'll be shortly following this game. That's 2-2. So 2 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ground ball to first, foul ball. And we'll do 2-2 again. And here's the 2-2. And now it's full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. And the pitch. Ground ball. That goes into right field. Here's the play. And a single for Brock to lead things off here in the bottom of the 5th inning. Sean comes up to the plate. Wells comes out on deck. Foul ball. And it's a 0-1 count. So no balls, 1 strike. And the pitch. Pop fly on the infield. D'Angelo's under it, makes the catch, and that is 1 away. That brings in Wells. Max comes out on deck. And the pitch. There goes the runner. And he's in there. Ball outside. Brock still second. And the pitch. Ball outside. 2-0.
Come on, G-Man.
Come on, Seven. Get in there. Get in there.
Come on, Griff, you got this.
Called strike, and it's 2-1.
Two balls and one strike. Ball 3.
And now it's 3-1.
31.
It's a ground ball foul, and now the count's full. So 3 balls, 2 strikes. There's a line sign in the right field. That's going to get down for a hit. That's going all the way to the almost to the fence. Cut off by the right fielder, and that's another run for the Blue Jays. And the Blue Jays lead it 9-4. It's a ball low. And that is a 1-0 count.
They can pitch to you.
It's a 2-0 count to Max. Alex is on deck. And the pitch by Griff. Ground ball to short, fielded by Andres over to Landon. And that is 2 outs. That brings in Alex.
Come on out. Let's go, kid. Have some fun.
And the pitch.
Boy.
It's ball 1. On deck is Colton. And here's the 1-0. 2-0. And the 2-0. Ground ball foul. And now it's 2-1. Two balls, 1 strike. And ball game's over, folks. That's it. Time limit. Final on this one is the Blue Jays 9, Diamond Elite 4. And that will end our fourth game coverage today.
Thank you, Lou.
So I want to thank you all for joining us here on the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back in just very shortly with the final game of 10U pool play today of our coverage of Gap to Gap NIT. Again, this is Doc, the Tampa Bay USSSA Sports Network. We'll be back in just a little while.